So I recently brought the Neewer CM28 wireless microphones, and I thought today while I'm out for a walk we can test them. And later on in the video I'm definitely going to run through more of the tech side of it and what comes in the packet, but I know some of you are just watching this video to see how it sounds. So let's get to the most important bits first. So at the moment I'm recording with it on its most standard setting. It's just plugged directly into my phone. There's no noise cancellation on here or anything like that. So it's kind of windy today, but it's not too bad. So this is what it's sounding like on just like a general basic straight out the box setting. And now I'm going to swap it over to noise cancellation and we'll see how that sounds. So this is it with the noise cancellation. I've tested it before and I think it does take a bit out of it. I mean, you can make your decisions here. But as I said before, it's a little windy today and I'm walking through like cobbly, leafy bits of streets. So yeah, just take in the sound and see what you think. Another little test for this noise cancellation is someone's currently trimming a hedge there and there's a busy road there. So if you can hear me well, let's do this job. Okay, I'm sure you can tell now I've got the little furry windshield on. I've not tested this yet, but I will later on in the video talk about how good the design is on this and how well they actually stay in place, which is rare. A lot of the time it's just magnets, it's really annoying, but this has a unique little system, so stay around and check that out in a bit. But yeah, what do you think of this audio? I don't think it makes a huge difference unless I'm in direct wind, which I'm not here. There's a little bit now as I speak. You can probably see the leaves blowing around behind me. But I'll tell you what, just off the bat, I'm really impressed with this microphone, especially for the price I got it for. Again, when we speak about the tech spec later on, I'll tell you what price I got this for. And if you're looking for some wireless mics, like I use these, a friend of mine uses these, they're fantastic. And of course, to round the test off, we have it in ultimate no noise, no wind mode with the fairy windshield on and the light noise cancellation. One thing I will mention before we get into the tech spec bit is also the bit that's connected to my phone. Again, in a minute I'll show you how they connect to the phone, both Android and iPhone, and it comes as part of the set, which is good. But you can adjust the gain on the receiver on the fly, which is great. You can also see your audio levels and whether you're peaking to a degree on that receiver, which is fantastic. So we have a train going by right now, so it'll be really interesting to see how well you can hear me for that. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave the outdoor portion of the test here. We'll jump back to the house and I'll show you what comes in the box, how good the charging case is, and we'll go through a little bit more on the tech specs of this wireless microphone set. So it's actually been a couple of weeks since I shot that test footage outside. In that time, I've actually used these mics a lot more. I shot a ghost hunt for Adam, who I edit for. We used these mics the whole night. The battery was insanely good. The vocals were so clear, and I will link that hunt in my description so you can check it out for two reasons. One, it's a great video, not just because I filmed and edited it, but also because I'm in it. And two, because you'll be able to see what these sound like. Both mine and Adam's audio in that whole video was shot on these exact microphones. Also, I go to Berlin in a couple of weeks' time. For you guys, that was a couple of weeks ago, actually last year. So if you've seen that, all of the audio in that would have been from these mics as well. So let's quickly talk about the mics themselves and how they come. So you can buy them just the two microphones and the receiver, but I decided to buy it with this case as well. And I think, honestly, this case is a must buy. If you buy it separately, I think it's like an extra 20, 30 pounds, but it is so handy in real world use. Also, they have handy little clips in there for these receivers. There is only one in there at the moment because the other one is being used for USB-C and for lightning cables. The case itself takes about 2 hours to charge, and they quote that it will charge both transmitters and the receiver 2 times on a full battery, and then it takes about 1.5 hours to charge them fully in the case. And from my experience so far, that seems pretty accurate. Also, as I said at the beginning, I wanted to show you how these windshields or dead cats connect to the microphones. And honestly, it's brilliant. So normally it's just magnetic. So you'd pop it on there and it would just stay. But that does cause some problems. These ones, they go in and then they twist into place. So you can really shake that microphone around and properly pull at the windshield and it's going nowhere. It's just a much better design. One other thing that I learned from testing it, especially on that ghost hunt video, was that, I mean, I already mentioned before they have like a 200 meter, it's about 650 foot range. But I knew that was going to be hindered when you didn't have clear line of sight. And in one part of that hunt, I went off in a completely different direction to Adam through like thick walls. We were in an underground nuclear bunker. And we were probably a good like, I don't know, 40, 50 meters apart with like thick concrete and like metal walls between us. And I could still hear him. And it wasn't until I went through like another room that it started to get a bit crackly. So if you are ever going to be doing something that involves you maybe being in separate rooms from people at different times, or having some form of wall or partition between you and where your receiver is, I don't think you really need to worry about that. I know it's a very niche circumstance, but hey, it's something I learned, so I thought I'd pass it on. So just to briefly touch on price, they're about £100 if you just buy the 2 mics and the receiver. It comes with all the cables you need to connect to a camera or to a phone. And it also comes with the little furry windshields or dead cats for the microphones. Everything basically you saw me test in the little test clips at the beginning. It's about £130, £140 if you want to buy it with that charging case as well. As I said, I definitely think it's worthwhile. I know a lot of the time, 9 hours of use is quite a lot, and especially if you're just recording yourself. But I think for the peace of mind and how easy it is that you can come back after a shoot and not think I need to charge 3 things. You just put it straight in the case and you're done. If you find yourself interested in them, there's a link in the description. It's under the lav mics part of what I use. Go check them out if you're interested. So I think that's pretty much it for this video. To be honest with you, I just wanted to throw together something super quick that had the information that I wanted and started just with tests, because I spent so long trawling the internet trying to find like just basically good test footage, and all the other videos were the other way around. And I know why people do it, and I know it's because they want the longer watch times, but sometimes you just need to help out the people that are searching for the information. So that's why I started with the 3 minutes or so of just pure testing footage straight away. If you have stuck around to the end, thank you very much. If not, I understand why, and you wouldn't be seeing this bit anyway. So yeah, I'll leave it there for now. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.